Hey, what is up, fellow Raiders? So we just got some news about some champion rebalances coming very soon, and of course, Plarium did promise that 2022 is when they will release more frequent champion rebalancing, especially for the older champions that really need some of their skills updated. But we also got some newer, more recent champions in this list as well. And of course, we just finished our clan versus clan tournament with personal rewards, and I hope you guys did okay there. That you guys won that because, of course, the personal rewards, regardless of which tier you're in, is definitely worth it in my opinion. So yeah, so we won our personal rewards. Just one note though, because we do get a bunch of energy here for the personal rewards, and if you don't want to claim them all at once, what I like to do is I just wait 24 hours after clan versus clan tournament ends, and these will all go straight to your inbox where it will stay, I think, for 6 or 7 days. So that's what I like to do with the personal rewards from clan versus clan, because of course I don't really need all of this energy right now, so I'd rather put them off. Maybe we get another champion training event or tournament or maybe a dungeon event soon. That's the time when I will use these energy, because this one for tier 6 is 2,400 energy, and they clump them all together, so it's not 800, 800, 800, but it's 2,400 all together. So yes, I'd much rather wait for a worthy event or tournament before I claim these rewards. So yeah, so don't worry about that. Those will not disappear if you don't claim them. They will go straight to your inbox after 24 hours. All right, so let's go into the champion rebalances. First is Lord Shazar. This one, of course, is well known for his passive, no, for his aura, having the best arena speed aura in the game, 32%. So of course, can be used as an arena speed lead. Also places a lot of bombs. And what will be improved is that his A3, they will give him a damage increase. I did test him out in a video before in arena, which he does very well in arena. I tested him in PvE content as well. Doesn't really translate that well into PvE content. So I don't really know how much this will change. I do use him in Faction Wars just because I don't really have a lot of options. I use Drexstar, Kandrafon, Duchess, and I just put Lord Shazar there because I don't really have a lot of other damage dealers in this faction. So yeah, but for PvE, it doesn't really make that much of a difference, but we'll see after the buff if he will do more damage, more significant damage in his A3. All right, so that's the first one. Next one is from the Sacred Order. We have Venus. Of course, we know she places HP burn AoE on her A3, but the weird thing here is that it is only up to a 75%, even when fully booked. And we have Epic Champions that does this on a 100% chance. So that's very weird. Of course, they're finally fixing this. They will make this into 100%. So of course, they should have made this a long time ago. So yeah, so that's for Venus. Next one is her partner. Where is her partner? Cupidus, there you go. Yeah. So for him, there will be more significant changes here. For the A2, they will increase this damage. And instead of each hit has a 50% chance of placing an HP burn, they'll just simply make this 100% chance flat. So I think that makes more sense. It's still a 3 times random hitter. And then they will also improve his passive. Attacks will inflict 25% more damage, and then they are going to remove this condition here. So the targets do not need to be under debuffs. You just need to have Venus on the same team. He will automatically inflict 25% more damage. So that's a great change to the passive. And I think the best thing that they're doing to Cupidus is they're going to add to this passive that he will always counterattack when attacked. And that is huge because he does have an AoE A1 damage increases by 15% if the target has any debuffs. So this is a built-in counterattack. So that's really, really good. Might be worth trying him out in Hydra, especially when paired with Venus. Venus brings the decreased defense, weaken, as also the HP burn, AoE HP burn. So this guy will also bring HP burn, places this increased attack on himself, and will also do this AoE hit on his A1 and has the counter attack. So yeah, I think Cupidus might be worth trying in Hydra because of that new changes. We also have Constantine from the same faction. Personally, I think he's one of the bottom tier in terms of Void legendary. So I'm really glad that they're giving him some attention here because he looks very cool. But I think yeah, he does need some love here. So yeah, so the change that we're going to get is his passive. This one, they're going to change this so that it's not faction specific anymore. Any enemies that's killed by Constantine, as long as Vlad the Nightborn is on the same team, will or cannot be revived. This is great for whether it's in Arena, Faction Wars, Doom Tower, or even in the Ice Golem. So if you bring Vlad and Constantine in the Ice Golem, of course, the Ice Golem minions don't really have any faction. You can use Constantine as a consistent block revive on those Ice Golem boss minions. So yeah, so that's a great addition. So maybe we can see Constantine used in the Ice Golem and in general in just other areas of the game. Next one is from the Banner Lords. So it's a champion that I have pulled but haven't really built because I've finished Faction Wars. I don't really have much use for him in any other area of the game, but I'm really glad that they're making this change. So he is an HP based champion, but his A1 is damage based off of HP, and the A3 is on attack. So that's very weird. They're going to change this so that his A3, this AoE that has a 100% chance of placing block active skill, will scale off HP now to make it similar with the A1. So it's great. I haven't built my Lugen yet, so I know that I have to build him with pure HP and don't worry about attack anymore. And then for his A2, this will be a 4-turn cooldown when booked. This will now be a 3-turn cooldown when booked after the buff. Yeah, so I think this is a great change here because really 4-turn cooldown, it's not that impressive of a skill. Increased defense on himself for 3 turns, allied protection on everyone for 2 turns. This really should be a 3-turn cooldown skill and not a 4-turn. All right, and the last one is I think widely regarded as the worst Void legendary in the game, and that is Jingwon. So of course, when you pull a Void legendary, which is just a 0.5% chance, 1% chance during a ×2 Void, you don't want to get a legendary and then it ends up being Jingwon because he is widely regarded again as the worst. But now I think this buff makes him pretty good. Not excellent, but still quite interesting to use, especially with his passive. Let's start with his passive. This guy is immune to all of the crowd control debuffs, every single one. Although this is on a 4-turn cooldown when booked, they're going to change the second part. Whenever a True Fear Freeze, Provoke, Sleep Stun, or Petrification debuff is placed on any ally, they will this passive will instantly remove it and place a block debuff on that ally. If they have debuffs removed, place a block debuff on them for 2 turns. So not on a single ally, but any and all allies. So this can be a good option for Arena, for a Go second team. He's make him the fastest champion in your team. Anytime you get a freeze, a provoke, or a stun for your entire team, or a sleep if you're going up against a Prince Kymar, this guy will instantly remove it on his passive. Yeah, so he doesn't even need to actually do anything on his turn. He just needs to have a turn, and at the end of the turn, he will remove any crowd control debuff on your entire team, which is of course great. Reminds me of Doom Priest. The difference is that Doom Priest will remove 1 random debuff every single turn. This guy will only remove crowd control debuffs, but of course it's on the entire team. Doom Priest just does 1 random debuff, regardless if it's a crowd control debuff or maybe a decreased attack, decreased defense. So yeah, so this is a welcome addition to, or change, welcome change to his passive. Also on his A2, this one has a 100% chance when booked of increasing the duration of all debuffs on the target by 1 turn, so might be useful for the clan boss. Although this is not like a Vizier. Vizier does this on his A1. This is a 100% chance when booked on his A2, but it's only on a 2-turn cooldown when booked. So this might be a good alternative to Vizier for clan boss, assuming you make him fast enough. So make him go twice for every turn the clan boss has, to make sure that he does this A2 every single time it goes off of cooldown. So yeah, so this is a nice option for clan boss for that debuff extender. And his A1, this is originally transfers one random debuff from this champion to the target. They will make this transfers all debuffs from this champion to the target. So if you have a bunch of poisons, if you got provoke, decrease attack, decrease defense, all of those, he will transfer every single one to the enemy. All right, so that's really I think that's a cool A1. I don't think we've had any any skill right here that transfers every single debuff that you have back to the enemy. The only thing that comes to mind is, who's that girl, Riho? I think she does it on her passive, but yeah, this one is on an active skill. So yeah, it's great. Again, we do not want to pull a Void Lego to find out it was Jingwon, the worst Void Lego in the entire game. But yeah, now I think this makes him much more viable in Arena, in so many different areas of the game, even in Hydra as well. I think this will be great. Yeah, so 6 legendary champions are due for a change. I think there are a lot more legendary champions here, especially some older ones that really need some updating. We have, just to name a few, we have, who's that one? Well, Little Miss Annie, I think, is in the running for the worst Void Lego in this game. I think Iscartorsis, yeah, could use an update because we have Mausoleum Mage in the epics that sort of does a similar job, maybe if not even better. So champions like that do need an update. So I hope that they roll out these updates in the next few weeks or months. All right, thank you guys for watching. Hope you found this useful. Let's all have fun playing Raid. Thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you guys in my next video.